Most developers in Richmond are chasing the wrong product type right now. They're pouring capital into glass and steel luxury towers, and they're running straight into 10.5% vacancy. Meanwhile, the character-driven Class B segment, the segment where renters actually live, is sitting at 7.5% vacancy and tightening. That gap is where the money is, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to capture it. I'm talking about 420 Brook Road in Richmond, Virginia. At $1.59 million acquisition, a vintage brick warehouse, eligible for 20% federal and 25% Virginia Historic Rehabilitation Tax Credit. That's a 45% equity subsidy against your renovation costs. And most developers in this market aren't even looking at it. I'm Justin Ferguson, Senior Investment Advisor at Marcus & Millichap. My team tracks every major capital flow in Virginia's multifamily market. In 2025, Richmond's total sales volume hit nearly $591 million. Population growth is running at 4.5%, significantly outpacing the national average, and a 6.5% employment recovery is pushing that number even higher. With CoStar Group alone adding over 3,000 jobs, and that 750,000 square foot expansion just blocks away from this site. The demand is real, the supply gap is real, and 420 Brook Road is a vehicle to close it. Here's what we're covering today. The location and mechanics driving demand at the specific address, the 45% tax credit stack, and how you can monetize it, the rent comp data providing enough $3 per square foot ceiling, and the underwriting logic behind the acquisition price. So let's get into it. Chapter 1, Location, the 15-minute radius. See, in Richmond multifamily, your proximity is the multiplier. Your returns are a direct function of how close your asset sits to the city's economic anchors. 420 Brook Road is at the nexus of all of them. You're walking distance from the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, the U.S. Court of Appeals is right there, and within blocks of the CoStar Group is actively building out a 750,000 square foot campus that will absorb over 3,000 high-income employees. Now, let's talk about the CoStar effect. When a major employer drops 3,000 tech-adjacent jobs in an urban grid, it fundamentally reprices every residential door within a half mile. Think about who produces a renter. Tech professionals, data analysts, legal staff, finance operators. These are the tenants with household incomes that can fully support premium rents, and they have zero interest in a 25-minute suburban commute. They want the 15-minute city lifestyle. They want to walk to work, walk to the gym, walk to dinner. The asset is also immediate access to I-95, I-64, and I-85, which serves as the broader 1.4 million person MSA. So your resident base isn't limited to downtown workers. You're accessible to the entire metro. That's your demand driver, and it's structural, not cyclical. When you own the dirt in the middle of the job creation engine, you aren't just betting on real estate, you're betting on the local GDP. Chapter 2, the asset architectural scarcity. Now let's talk about what actually makes this building different, because this is not a commodity play. This is an architectural scarcity play. The exposed brick, the ceiling heights, the industrial bones of a vintage hardware warehouse. You cannot manufacture this in new construction project. Modern stick-built construction produces an interchangeable, forgettable units that look the same in every city in America. Renter psychology has shifted. The professional tenant base in Richmond's urban core is actively trading generic glass box apartments for exposed brick, raw finishes, and layouts with actual character. You see, that product is scarce, and scarcity is a moat. Now layer in financial engineering. This property is eligible for 20% federal historic tax credit and a 25% Virginia Historic Rehabilitation Tax Credit combined. 45% of your qualified renovation costs come back as a tax credit equity offset. Think about what that means as an underwriting table. On a $2 million renovation scope, you're receiving $900,000 in equity subsidy from the federal and state government. For those of you who don't specialize in tax credits, understand that this isn't just a rebate. This is capital you can monetize to pay down your construction loan or reduce your initial equity requirement. That compresses your loan to cost, that reduces your debt service load, and that lowers the rent you need to hit even to reach a break even. Now, the Class A developers across the street don't have access to any of this. That is your competitive advantage, and that's how you lock in the tax code. Chapter 3, the rent comps, proving the upside. So let's talk about what the market will actually pay, because the thesis only works if the rent ceiling is real. So let's go directly to the comp data. In Richmond's urban core, studio units are commanding approximately $1.85 per square foot. That's your floor. District Square, comparable urban infill product, is achieving over $2 per square foot on its most efficient layouts. Landmark at Marshall Broad, top of the market character product, is pushing $3 per square foot and holding occupancy. That $3 number is not a projection. It's a documented transacted rent figure in the same submarket as 420 Brook Road. Now here's how you reach it. You focus on your unit mix on studios and efficient one bedrooms. You maximize density. You keep total square foot tight. Units in the 550 to 750 square foot range at $3 per square foot land between $1,650 and $2,250 per month. Compare that to a $2,800 or $3,000 luxury unit right down the street. You're providing a superior aesthetic, more character, and a lower total monthly rent price. See, that's the sweet spot of the Richmond market, and the absorption data backs it up. While Class A vacancy sits at 10.5%, the Class B, 3-star segment at 7.5% vacancy and tightening. Now, the demand is there, the comps prove the ceiling, the market is telling you exactly what it wants. Chapter 4. The underwriting de-risking the deal. Now let's pressure test the acquisition price, because in a high interest rate environment, a basis discipline is everything. At $1.59 million, this is a below replacement cost acquisition. But here's the most critical part of the underwriting. The deal comes permit ready. 100% of the required architectural and engineering plans are complete. In today's market, that represents over $150,000 hard cost savings. More importantly, it saves you 6 months of entitlement and design time. In a shifting interest rate environment, time is your greatest risk. Being able to break ground 180 days sooner than your competitor means you're delivering into the market faster and stabilizing your cash flow earlier. Ground-up multifamily construction in Richmond's urban core requires developers to push rents north of $50 per square foot annually just to justify the cost stack. And when you acquire 420 Brook Road at that basis, with the 45% tax credit offset and your design costs already paid for, your all-in cost per unit is unbeatable. And there's one more number you need to know. See, Richmond's rent-to-income ratio is 20.7%. That's nearly 10 points below the national average. That tells you there's a significant headroom for rent growth. Tenants are not stretched. Even as we push towards $3 per square foot mark, your tenants still have high quality of life. On the exit side, the market is liquid. Institutional investors account for 46% of transaction volume in Richmond. Recent Class A trades in the urban core are printing at the 5.25 to 5.75 cap rate range. So your exit is not speculative. It's supported by real transaction data. So let me bring this full circle. The thesis on 420 Brook Road is straightforward. You acquire a scarcity asset at a basis no ground-up developer can replicate, you use a tax code to fund 45% of your renovation, and you step into a deal where the 6 months of A&E work is already done. You aren't fighting for permits, you aren't guessing on rents, you aren't competing with the glut of luxury towers. Class B vacancies at 7.5% and tightening, comps are hitting $3 per square foot, institutional capital is flooding back into this market. The window is open right now, and this is an exclusive listing with Marcus and Millichat. Showings are by appointment only. The offer memorandum is available immediately. So drop your contact info in the link below or check for my information in the link below and my team will get it to you ASAP. And if you want to go deeper, I can run a full sensitivity analysis on the 45% tax credit monetization and show you exactly how it impacts your year one IRR. Just reach out. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe, because this is the level of institutional grade analysis I put out every week on this channel. I'm Justin Ferguson. I'll see you next one.